Alright YouTube, so today I'm working on a 2009 Nissan Altima. I've already changed out the strut. Still got to change out this inner CV axle. This nut is fighting me. I've already put on this wiper fluid jug and motor. Got that hooked up. Got to replace this headlight, the front bumper, the fender, and maybe get another wheel on it. And it needs an alignment. So I'm gonna do the lower control arm. But yeah, someone hit this and it just ripped the fender off. And they already had it apart. So I'm just trying to help her out and get this car together. So about to get the fender on, then the headlight on, then work on the bumper. And we're gonna see how this thing turns out. So Well guys, looking a lot better than no fender at all. See what it's looking like with this headlight set up in here. That goes right there. That goes right there. I still gotta get it bolted in, but give me just a minute. Alright you guys, so I got the headlight on with 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Headlight's on nice and sturdy. Fender is on nice and sturdy. Things lining up pretty good for no framework. Door gap between the fender isn't too horrible. Things seeming to line up pretty good, so now I'm just gonna see how this bumper fitment is and see how I can mount this bumper back here because there's no tabs. Man, everything's going together pretty good. I got a wire on a plug for this turn signal bulb up here on the light. The plug was ripped off. I couldn't find the old headlight, so I'm gonna have to get a plug for that bulb and wire that on. And then there's supposed to be a bracket that goes from here to up here, but it was all bent because it got ripped off the old fender. So I just took it off because the new fender didn't come with that. So now I'm still just gotta fight this axle nut. And once I can get this axle nut off, I can swap out this axle. And then I gotta go get 2 strut bolts because there's no strut bolts, and I need to get a sway bar because the sway bar is gone. I still got a few more bolts and clips to put back in. But man, everything's lining up really nice, so I'm happy with it. She got a new strut, new axle, new control arm with the ball joint, the new tank, new fender. She ordered 1 headlight and got 2 new headlights, but they're both the same side. So she got a free headlight. And then she got a new bumper, and I've already swapped the little pieces around. So it's just about done. It's almost back together. And then her battery's dead, so I got her battery on the charger. It's been on here for a couple hours. It's still pretty dead, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep wrenching on this thing and let you guys know how it turns out when it's all done. So alright you guys, so I just got the bumper, the grill, this headlight, this fender all on, hood closed. I mean, there's a little gap issue here. The hood was messed up, but overall the gap looks pretty good. The fitment is alright for the bumper being bent. They bent it in shipment. And it is missing a bracket that goes from there to somewhere over in here to kind of hold this out. And it's missing the under plastic and the fender liner. She's got to order those. But I mean, overall, once that's out, this lines up nice. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap here in the fender by the light, but I mean, for how it's looking right now compared to with this whole fender peeled back to right here, this looks much better. She bought the car for $600 and spent $300 on parts. I got the fender, the bumper, the headlight. Actually got 2 headlights. Got a strut, the control arm, the CV axle. And I think that's the wheel. It's definitely going to need a tire. I gotta go get some strut bolts because we don't know where those are, and I gotta get a sway bar for it. So she gave me some money. I'm gonna go get some parts. Still gotta get this nut off so I can swap out the axle. But it's coming together. Car looks much better. But I'm gonna run up to O'Reilly's and go get some parts, and I'll be back. Alright guys, well I'm back over here. I ended up going out to the salvage yard, and I got this bracket here. It's not bent. It goes up here and bolts to the fender, between the fender and the headlight. So I'm getting that on. I got the whole fender liner splash guard. I got this extension piece for her new tank, because it didn't come with that. I got both the strut bolts with the nuts and all the little fasteners and clips, and I got this piece that goes right here for the bumper to clip to. And I got all this for $11 and some change at the salvage yard. And at the auto parts store, they wanted 40 bucks just for these two bolts. Funny thing, the guy at the salvage didn't even charge me for these. He charged me for this, and like a couple dollars for the bolt, for like the little shit. And that was it. So it was a really good deal. And so now I'm getting this put back together with the correct bolts. And it's funny, like they had 5 of them out there, and this one I got everything except for that headlight plug. None of them had that out of all of them. There were like 5 or 6 different ones. But I figured, man, for the price of everything, really not too bad. So I'm happy with it. Damn it. There we go. Alright. Now that's it. So now I can properly sandwich this bracket with the headlight. Looks like that one goes into the headlight, and then that one's just for the fender. Can't really hold this, but in just a second, you guys, and I'll come back to you. Alright, y'all, well, I got everything together. Couldn't get the CV axle swapped out. I broke my breaker bar off trying to get this nut off. So we just gave up on that for now, but all it's going to do is just sling a little bit of grease from right there. It's no big deal. But I got her the fender liner on. She needs to get a new tire and a couple more lug nuts. But other than that, the new strut's on. Everything's nice and tight. The bumper's on. Everything's on. It's looking good. So now I just gotta go grab the battery, get the battery in, and I'll be back over here and we're gonna hear this thing start up. So stay tuned. Alright, y'all, so I got the car pretty much done. I still gotta do the CV axle, but other than that, the car runs and drives. My phone died, so I didn't get to finish recording it, but I will be back over there in the next couple days, and I'll do an update on it. But that's it for this video, so like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.